Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai bureau chief, is also joining us live right now. A big win, Sahil, for the Uddhav Thackeray-led faction. Definitely a morale boost for the camp.
Of course, it's a big morale boost for the camp because the way this happened, the Shinde camp first was not inclined to take the Dussehra rally, which is a traditional Shiv Sena rally. Then when the Shiv Sena Uddhav camp applied for the permission with the BMC officials immediately realized that this may create a situation because the Shinde camp is ruling the government, and right now because the BMC, there is nobody is in power in BMC. The BMC is reporting to the Urban Development Department, which is being controlled by Eknath Shinde himself. So that this will create another with the law because both the factions are already fighting in the Supreme Court and also in front of Election Commission on the issue of which is the real Shiv Sena. So looking at the situation, the BMC tried to avoid giving permission and refused the permission to the Uddhav Thackeray camp. Though the Shinde camp filed for the permission 20 days later and then equipped with the police report that it may create a law and order situation, the BMC refused the permission. Today the court has come down heavily on the BMC and have clearly said that there is no substance in the BMC's argument for not giving permission to Uddhav Thackeray camp. It clearly looks like that the BMC has misused the power to reject the application of Shiv Sena, and the BMC is being controlled by Eknath Shinde, Eknath Shinde's Urban Development Department. So obviously, the court has come down heavily on the BMC and the Shinde government, saying that they are satisfied that in this particular case, the BMC has misused its power to reject the application of Shiv Sena, and that is the reason why the petitioner, that is the Uddhav Thackeray, has made a case for to grant the permission, and that is the reason why they should be allowed to hold this particular rally from 2nd of October to 6th of October. The original petition was to allow them to hold a rally on 5th of October, the day on the day of Dussehra. The Shiv Sena's basically contention was that the Shiv Sena has been holding this particular rally from 1966 without a break. Only during the COVID time they could not hold a rally because of the government restrictions due to the COVID. But otherwise, from 1966 they have been holding this rally, and the permission cannot be denied. And finally, again, the court has accepted this particular plea and have been allowed, setting aside the BMC's rejection, have allowed the Uddhav Thackeray camp to hold this particular rally. Now it will be interesting to see that what reaction comes from the Shinde, because Shinde camp also tried to file the intervention application in this, and which was also rejected because the court clearly said that the Shinde camp has nothing to do with this particular application, and that is the reason why their application cannot be entertained. Though the court heard Shinde's lawyers, they refused. They rejected their application. They also rejected the BMC's plea that the reasons which the BMC lawyer tried to put in front of the court, and they said that whatever the BMC did was unjustified. It was misusing the power, and that is the reason why the permission should be given. So it has come as a huge boost for the Shiv Sena. Of course, this particular permission they will not be able to use in front of the Election Commission because the court has made it very clear that they don't want to go into what is happening in Election Commission, also in the Supreme Court. As far as the application is concerned, right now they are going ahead with that, and the application has been filed by a party which is registered as a party Shiv Sena with the Election Commission, and that's why they are going ahead with this particular permission. So it has come out as a big boost for Uddhav Thackeray, because till then it was not clear that whether the Uddhav Thackeray will be able to hold this particular rally at Shivaji Park, because the other big ground at Mumbai's MMRDA was already booked by the Shinde camp, and it looked like that the Shinde camp is trying to see to it that no big ground is available for Uddhav Thackeray and his faction to hold the traditional Dussehra rally, including Shivaji Park, which it clearly seems now that has been defeated. We don't know yet whether this will be challenged in the Supreme Court or not, because nobody has given a reaction with respect to that. But right now, it clearly seems that Uddhav Thackeray camp has got a big boost at this point of time.
Sahil, also from what you're telling us, this is hugely embarrassing for the Eknath Shinde camp, because not only have they not got permission, they of course settled for the MMRDA ground at BKC to hold their Dussehra rally, but they are not the real Shiv Sena in that sense, because the real Shiv Sena will in that sense hold its Dussehra rally at the Shivaji Park in Mumbai. Not only that, they also tried to implead themselves into this case and faced a rap on their knuckles from the Bombay High Court.
Well, interestingly, today's judgment of the Bombay High Court, while giving that judgment, they had made it, the judges have made it very clear that, they don't want to get into what is happening in front of the Election Commission of India, because finally, which is the real faction, which is the real Shiv Sena, will have to be decided by either the Supreme Court or by the Election Commission, because the petition is already pending. This
Right.
was only with respect to that who is going to hold this particular rally. As per the record, the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray camp had made this application 20 days before the Shinde camp, so they were almost the first come on the first come basis. As per the Shiv Sena Uddhav camp, right now in the books of Election Commission, they are the registered Shiv Sena, and Uddhav Thackeray is the party president. Accordingly, the secretary of the party has made this application, and that is the reason why the BMC should
Right.
be giving the permission. The Shinde camp approached BMC after 20 days, and the BMC, as per the court, misused their power. Now,
Okay.
as far as the real Shiv Sena is concerned, the biggest problem for the Shinde camp